Should you bag your grass when you cut, or should you mulch your grass when you cut? Well, let's talk about the advantages of each one. When you bag your grass, there's a few things that can happen which are advantageous to you mowing the lawn and for your lawn, is that you're sucking up all the leaves and debris and grass in your yard, which is great. So when you bag your clippings, you get to pick up all this debris in your lawn, which is very helpful to clean up the yard. You'll also get to take all these clippings off your lawn. So for example, if your lawn is super tall and overgrown, it's really hard to mulch. So you're going to want to bag in those situations because you're probably cutting too much off the lawn. And remember, you're only supposed to cut 1/3 of the blade of the grass off at one time. But sometimes, I understand you get busy with work, the lawn just gets out of control, it rained a lot, you couldn't get to it, and so you need to bag. So if your lawn is overgrown and you're going to cut more than 1/3 of the blade of the grass off, I would recommend bagging. If it's the springtime or it's the fall and you're trying to clean up your yard or clean up the leaves or that type of thing or any debris, I would recommend bagging. That's a great time to bag your lawn. For all the other times, I most definitely recommend mulching. Mulching is amazing. First of all, this grass is full of moisture. So you're leaving a lot of water and moisture back into the lawn, which will go back into the lawn instead of letting it just disappear. Now some of it will dissipate, but you're getting some benefit by leaving some of this moisture in the turf, which is helpful. This grass is also full of nitrogen. This is part of the stuff we put down when we fertilize the lawn. Nitrogen, or N as most people call it. These clippings are full of nitrogen, so it's best to let them go into the lawn, sprinkle into the lawn, and actually feed your lawn. So it's very advantageous to mulch and put these clippings back into the lawn from a feeding standpoint because you're putting that food back into your lawn. Now some people used to say, hey, if you're in a humid environment, the clippings may or may not decompose fast enough, or if you're not in a humid environment, they may not decompose fast enough because it's not humid. Any way you look at it, these are going to decompose. They're going to sit in the soil, they're going to get water, they're going to get moisture from you watering and the rain, and they're going to decompose. If they're not decomposing, there's something wrong with the lawn, not the process or the environment. So again, I recommend definitely mulching throughout the summer to put these nutrients, to put this water back into the turf. And I didn't even talk about the savings of the weight and carrying the grass around and lugging it from the backyard to the front yard to put out for the trash man. Not to even mention the fact that you're actually helping the environment. You're not putting this in plastic bags and throwing these plastic bags into the landfill or filling up the landfills with all this grass. It will decompose there, but just leave it on your lawn, let it decompose in your lawn. There's so much grass, especially here in the United States, that it's in everyone's best interest to mulch whenever you can. So just to conclude, if your grass is overgrown and you're cutting more than 1/3 of the blade of the grass off, go ahead and bag your lawn that time. Now, if your grass isn't overgrown, but you want to go ahead and clean up the yard, meaning you want to pick up leaves, you want to pick up debris, you want to pick up junk that's blown in, maybe there was a current windstorm, go ahead and bag your yard in that situation because you want to pick up that debris. You can see there's some leaves and sticks in here because it's spring that it picked up, so that's great. Any other time, go ahead and mulch. Put in your mulching plate and let the mower do its thing. And these mulching mowers nowadays are becoming better and better. You can put the plug in the lawnmower, which plugs the chute so grass won't shoot out into the bagging area. And plus, these mowers have special blades that have a lower lift on them that tend to grind up those clippings a few times before it forces it back in the ground and cuts them up pretty fine. Now this is a bagging blade that's on here, so you can see the grass clippings are still pretty long. But a mulching blade will cut these up even finer and spit them back into the lawn so they'll decompose even faster. I hope that helped answer the question whether you should mulch or whether you should bag your lawn. And remember, it depends on your situation. Thanks for watching, and remember, green lawns make you smile.